Good morning, good morning, good morning. Great to see everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, we're not going to do any music because I found out that Facebook keeps like shutting us down because I'm using music that I don't sing. You know what I mean? So, Craig, I just figure if you would start singing for us every morning when we come on, that would be great. That would be great. I think more people will show up if we'll do that way, Craig. But it is great to see all of you this morning. So you do not get music, but you do get and you do get an incredible start to your week. We're going to start it off the way we do every week, and that's with you. So let me hear from you this morning. Somebody give me a win. Somebody tell me something you're grateful for. Let's get started this morning. Ryan Holmes, kick us off.
Dusty,
Happy birthday
Day
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
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 birthday
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 to
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 you.
Oh,
you.
this is great.
Happy
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 birthday,
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 dear
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 Dusty.
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 Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
Birthday
to
to
you.
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 That made
And
my
if I
entire
don't,
day.
Thank you,
hey,
Ryan, for doing that because you beat me to it. I was going to start it.
and they're more than welcome to ban me from singing with that copyright.
I was gonna say, Felicia, I really wish you had started that. I've known Holmes a long time, and singing is not. He knows this, man. We're honest with each other. This is not what he's called to,
Here's
brother.
the thing. I may live in Music City, but I can't sing music. So I'm just saying.
Hey, we just gotta make a joyful noise. That's it. Just let it out. Just let it out. Ryan, thank you, buddy. I
Happy
love.
birthday, Dusty.
Thank all of you. That's super awesome. Yeah, I thank you guys very much. So I sincerely, I would not want to be on any other call other than this one, knowing that today's my birthday. I love that I get to celebrate with you guys. So thank you for being here, showing up week in and week out. So somebody else, Shelly, I think you were going. What do you got, Shelly?
I want to start by saying happy birthday, but two, I'm grateful for you because I have not always been on here every week because as real estate happens, real estate makes us not be here. But when I haven't been here, I have actually watched the recording. It sucks that I have to wait a week for the recording, but I have watched every single one since I got invited to this. So thank you. Thank you for your words, your wisdom. But when I watched the one I missed a couple weeks ago when I was on my cruise, it was the Hope one. And I was thinking about how bad the year was, how I'm ending the year rough because I came back from vacation, like taking a mini break and needing to get myself back into it. I have had actually two deals I've got under contract this week, so I'm thankful. And it was only because I watched that and I realized that it's not negative. I just have to spin it around and rewatch my words. So, and that was from you, so thank you.
Hey, well, and thank you guys. Thank you guys for leaning in. I'll tell you this, nothing happens unless you guys go out and do it. And I'll continue to show up every Monday and I will scream and yell and stand on a table. I'll do whatever I possibly can to help you be motivated and moving forward. And Shelly, great job taking it and putting it into play because that's actually what the call is all about today is the choices that you and I make because that's what it comes down to. So thank you, Shelly. That means the world to me. Somebody else this morning. What do you got?
I'll go. Dusty, happy birthday. I didn't know. Sorry.
Okay. I
Um,
got to hang out with Nancy a little bit ago.
I'll share that for the first time ever in my life. I spent Thanksgiving on top of a volcano that I hiked. So I hiked Mount Etna in Sicily, Italy. So it was pretty amazing because it's an active volcano.
Yeah.
Obviously not at the time I was climbing, but it has erupted this year. So it was pretty neat to
Wow.
see that.
Wow. Nancy, that is so, I don't know how you top that, Nancy. I don't know what next Thanksgiving looks like.
Well,
Um,
it's personally for me probably bigger than it is for other people because when I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis 10 years ago, there was a time that I couldn't even walk.
yeah.
And I would have to get a ride to some place that was 2 blocks away.
Wow.
So I hiked to
Come on.
7,000 feet. So
Come on. Come on. Hey, y'all, come on. You got to clap for that stuff. You got to clap for that stuff. Nancy, what an incredible, I can only imagine what that had to have felt like standing on
Mhm.
top of that, knowing, hey, I got here. So congratulations. I love you.
Thank
Thank you for sharing
you.
that. That is awesome. Come on. Hey, how many of you want to go climb a volcano now? Because I do. I'm ready. Showtime. Showtime. Put that on your 2026 list. Anybody else this morning? Anybody else? Okay, well, hey, we're going to jump right in. And let me tell you what the call is all about today. And I alluded to it a second ago, but the call is all about your choices. It goes in perfect alignment with everything that Shelly just said, with everything that Nancy just said. You and I in 2026, you get to choose what this looks like. Okay? Now, before you be like, no, coach, I'm going to get to choose everything. That's not what I said. You don't get to choose everything. You're right. There are going to be things I can promise you, and this is, I know I'm always Mr. Positivity, but can I tell you, there's going to be stuff in 2026 that does not go your way. You're welcome. Okay? I'm just going to go ahead and lay that out for you. There are going to be things that don't go your way. There's going to be things you don't like. There's going to be things that are unfair. Okay? There are going to be moments that knock your breath out, that knock your legs out from under you. But here's what I can tell you, 2026 will still be what you choose for it to be. Because you and I don't get to choose every single thing in this life, but we do get to choose how we respond to everything in this life. Yes or no? Like, I love what Nancy said there, that, hey, there was a time that I couldn't, like, somebody had to come pick me up to take me 2 blocks away. And on Thanksgiving, I stood on top of a volcano. You guys with me on this? That's making choices. That's leaning in. So here's what I want us to know as we go into 2026. I want you to write a few things down. Okay. Here's the first one. Action is a choice. Okay. Every action that you take is a choice. I also want you to write down inaction is a choice. You with me? Okay. Like, everybody hear me. If you want something to change in 2026, inaction will not change it. Action will. Okay. You got to take the step. You got to lean in and take the actions. Distractions are a choice. And you'd be like, no, coach, they're not. That's why they're called distractions. No, they're called distractions because you allow them to distract you. You with me? All right. They're going to be everywhere. Okay. My spiritual mentor calls them birds. He says, if you walk outside right now, birds are going to fly. You can't stop them from flying, but that does not mean that you have to watch the birds fly. Okay. It's going to be there. So distractions are going to be there. Whether or not they distract you is a choice that you make. And let me tell you what else is a choice. Discipline is a choice. All right. Discipline is a choice. And I want you to remember that discipline comes after mindset, not before it. All right? You and I have to create a mindset that leads us into discipline. Okay? Now, I want to tell you real quickly, we're going to go through 2 things today. Number 1, I'm going to tell you 4 actions that you could take in 2026, and I'm going to beg you to take one of them. Okay? And then I'm also going to walk you through a model that is literally the word choose to help you understand when we talk about choices so that you keep this in your mind as you walk into 2026. Here's the first thing I want you to know. Every single one of you have the opportunity in 2026 to make it whatever you choose for it to be. So whatever your goal is, I guarantee you right now, you absolutely can go achieve whatever you wrote down. So don't let anybody else's limiting beliefs, okay, come on you. So everybody hear me. A lot of you have limiting beliefs today that are not even yours. Okay? Like you didn't even put them there. Somebody else put it there and you adopted it and you've been walking in it. And I'm just telling you, it's not even like, it can't be your limiting belief because everybody hear me. Nobody can tell you your limiting beliefs. That's why they're called your limiting beliefs. Like you're the only one that can tell you that. So you get a choice as we walk in. Here's what I want you to know. 4 different ways you could take action. Okay? Action is a choice in 2026. Here's the first one. You could do nothing. Yeah. You could just do nothing. Yeah. Can I promise you something though? If you do nothing, that's the result you will get. You will get the result of nothing. Okay? And doing nothing, make no mistake, is an action. Inaction is inaction. Okay. So I get to coach a lot of people, and a lot of people that come to me are not taking the actions they need to take. They think I'll just keep doing what I've always done because it worked before. Can I tell you something? It may not work anymore. That means you're going to have to adjust what you do and how you do it. And doing nothing is not going to be the answer that I want you to do in 2026. Okay. You need to step out and get uncomfortable. The second thing you could do is you could retreat. You could back off. Okay. Do you know why we retreat most of the time, team? Because we get afraid of what's ahead. And so our fear causes us to retreat. Have you ever been so afraid that you froze, that you did nothing? So fear causes us to retreat, which causes us to do nothing. You tracking with me on this? Okay. Or you could take the third level of action. Okay, so number one is do nothing. Number two is retreat out of fear. Number three is you could just take normal levels of action. Okay? Can I tell you what I see most real estate agents do, and most people, just people in general? I see them do just enough to get by. You ever done this? You ever been guilty of this? I'm going to do just enough, okay? Right? Like it's amazing to me how we just do enough. Okay? I coach this to my kids. I don't want them to just go do the chores I have on the board for them. I want them to do more than that. You with me? Like, don't do just enough. The most dangerous level of action you could take is doing just enough. Doing just the standard. You know what standard really means? It means I can go anywhere else and get the same level that you're giving me. It's just standard. Okay? I don't know about you. I don't want to be standard in 2026. Anybody? Okay? If you got on the call and your goal is standard, I think you're on the wrong call. Okay? And we didn't come here to just be standard and average. None of you posted on Facebook this morning, just gonna be standard and average today. Happy birthday. Right? None of you did that. Okay, that's not your wish for me. Dusty, hope you have a standard year. This is not what, nobody sent me that. Okay? It's the most dangerous, and let me tell you why. Because it's the most accepted. We live in a world that accepts mediocrity. Okay? Hear me. Get in a room that doesn't accept mediocrity. Get in a room that calls you out of mediocrity and take the fourth level of action. Here's what it is. It's called take massive action. Let me tell you how 2026 is going to go for you. If you take massive action and you do it consistently, you will get massive results. Okay? Like I promise you that. You take massive action. You do above and beyond. Okay? You go not one fry service, you go 3 fry service. Okay? You go above and beyond, and I guarantee you will get that level of results. So here's what I want you to do. Would you write down the word choose? C.H.O.O.S.E. Choose. Okay? 2026 is not going to happen to you. You're going to go choose it and create it. That's my goal for you on this call today when you get off. That you have the mindset of, I'm going to go choose this and I'm going to create 2026. Are things going to go my way all the time? No. Hey, is the market going to get easier? I love you. No. Okay? Like I'm telling you, I think it's going to be tougher in 2026 than it was 2025. And that means you got to be tougher as well. And tough is a choice. All right? So here's what I want you to write down. Choose. Here's the first one. C. Clarify what you want. Clarify what you want. I've said this before on a call and I'll say it again. Can I tell you what I love about my kids? Is from the day they took their first breath, they go after what they want. And they don't take no for an answer, David. Like they won't do it, okay? It drives me insane and I love it all in the same breath. Like my daughter will press you until she breaks you down, okay? Like she is relentless. She will not stop. And it's because she knows what she wants. And that's the daughter I want to raise. Okay? Because that means, Lauren, she ain't going to go for the low-hanging fruit when she's looking for a fella. You know what I'm saying? She's going to go, like, her standard's going to be up here, Katie. Okay? Like, go after it. All right? I want you to write down, what do you really, really want? If you don't know where you're going, you're going to have a tough time getting there. Okay? And team, you have to want it so bad that no is not an option. Are you with me on this? Like, you got to want it so bad that no's not an option. You're going to get plenty of no's in the next 12 months. And no's not an option, Mario. Okay? You with me? Here's the question I would ask you. If nothing held you back in the next 12 months, what would you want? And that's what I want you to write down. If nothing held you back in the next 12 months, what would you want? And then I want you to go get it. Okay? Clarify what you want. Remember, clarity, decisions become real easy when you have clarity. Yes or no? Okay? When I'm clear in who I am and what I want and how to get there, decisions are really, really easy. Here's the way I look at it. If it's not in alignment with my purpose, the answer is no. If it's not in alignment with my goal, the answer is no. I don't mean it rude. I don't mean it, it's not in alignment. Okay? Here's the H. I want you to highlight your habits. Okay. Come on now. Everybody listen to me. How many of you have habits? Come on, put your hands up. If you didn't raise your hand, you have a habit of not raising your hand. Yeah, you all have habits. How many of you have some good ones? Like, you'd come off mute and be like, coach, let me coach for a little bit. Okay? How many of you have some that you would not come off mute for any amount of money and tell anybody? But you guys, yeah, you tracking with me on that? We got some. Here's what I want you to think about on your habits. Number one, I want you to, and when you highlight your habits, here's what I want you to think about. What habits do you have right now that are moving you forward? Because if those habits are moving you forward, then you need to carry them into 2026. The next question I want to have you ask is, which habits are quietly holding you back? Now, you already know the ones that are like loudly holding you back. Okay, it's not like you have to figure that out. But I want to ask you this. What's quietly holding you back? Okay, everybody hear me. Here's what I mean. What's hindering you? What are you not doing that you should be doing? And by not doing it, it's hindering you. Okay? What are you doing that you shouldn't be doing that is quietly hindering you? You with me? Okay? Habits. Highlight your habits. Here's the next one. The O is own your inaction. Okay. I love every one of you on the call. There are things that you are not doing today that you know you should be doing. Okay. Come on now. You already know. It's not like I'm telling you anything you don't know, Mario. You know. You're just not doing it. Okay. Can I tell you, every single person that comes to me in coaching, the O was own your inaction. Every single one of them that come to me know things that they need to be doing and they're not doing. Okay? And part of my job is to go, hey, you're not doing this. You need to take ownership of it. Okay, like, don't give me an excuse, because that's not helping your cause. Just own the inaction. Okay? Inaction is not neutral. Inaction is directional. You with me? Okay? And here, everybody hear me when it comes to action. I've never met anybody who doesn't have great intention around action. You with me? Every one of you on this call have great intention. All right? I intend to be a perfect husband. I do. I really do. Okay? But mama will come on this call and explain to you, Aaron, that I am not. Because my intention does not mean that I have the action that follows my intention. I intend to be a perfect dad. And I'm not. I had a moment this week, all right? Like, I was frustrated with my own stuff. My daughter comes into the living room, and I just went off on her. She said one little thing. I just snapped, bam. Okay. That wasn't, I don't want to do that, but my action didn't line up with my intention. Here's what I want you to know. It is direction, not intention, that will take you where you want to go in 2026. I love your intention. I believe in it, but that will not take you where you want to go in 2026. It's just intention. Okay. Um, I've asked you this before too. How many of you have ever had New Year's resolutions? How many of you have had the same New Year's resolution for the last 15 years? The reason you haven't done it is because you have intention, you don't have direction. You with me? Okay. You need direction, and direction requires action. If I'm going to go somewhere, I have to take the action. All right. Here's the next O. Write it down. One decision at a time. One decision at a time. Ask yourself the question today, what is the task at hand? What is the most important thing that I can do right now today that's going to take me forward, and take that action? Make that choice. You tracking with me? I want you to make sure that you are doing one decision at a time. Be specific in your time block of what you're doing. Stop being general with your time. Be specific with your time. Okay? If you need to call someone, have on your calendar, call and say their name. That's specific. Okay? That's owning an action. Okay? If you need to make lead generation calls, do not write down lead generation. You will not do it. I love you. You won't do it. Okay? Write down who you're going to call. That's specific. You with me? That's one decision at a time. If you feel overwhelmed, how many of you today have overwhelmed? Do you feel overwhelmed? Come on. Let me tell you how you get past overwhelmed. Identify one action and take a step. It pulls you immediately out of overwhelm. Okay? I just accomplished something. It moved me forward. All right? So I want to help you get out of that overwhelm, okay? And take one step, take one action. Okay? Everybody hear me. You do not have to overhaul everything. Okay? Just choose the right next step. That's it. Can I tell you something? You ain't going to be able to overhaul everything. All right? But you can identify the right next step, yes? That's what we want to do. Identify the right next step that's going to take me forward. One call, one conversation, one follow-up, 1 hour of focused work, one decision. Okay, there's health in a decision. Some of you today just need to make a decision. Okay, I love you. You've been going back and forth forever. Draw a line, make a decision, walk forward. Own your decision, walk forward. Here's the S. Start, stop, sustain. Start, stop, sustain. Here's the start. What new actions do you need to start doing right now, this month, before we even get into 2026? Okay, everybody hear me. 2026 just started. Okay? It does not start January 1st. You're too late. Okay? It starts right now. What is a new action you need to take today, this week, this month, that's going to move you forward and prepare you for January? That's the start. Okay? The stop. What behaviors do you need to change? What beliefs are silently stealing your progress? You with me? Those limiting beliefs we talked about earlier, can I tell you what they're doing? They're robbing you. That's what they're doing. They're robbing you from what's in front of you. Okay? What do we need to stop? Sustain. I want you to write down today what's working. Because if it's working, let's make sure it keeps working. Let's make it even better. Okay? Every one of you is the CEO of your life and the CEO of your business. You need to do these three things. You need to start, you need to stop, and you need to sustain. Okay? Start, stop, and sustain. Be real clear on what those things are. Okay? And here's the E. You got to execute. execute, execute, execute. Many of you have seen the video that I've shown before. That those are the three key words: execute, execute, execute. Stop having meetings about the next meeting and what you're going to do and when you're going to do it, and then have another meeting about what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. Okay. I would like for you to go do it. Okay. All right. Like, don't be like, oh, well, we have a meeting on that next Monday. No, no, go do it today. Don't have a meeting about it next Monday, Lauren. Go do it today. You already know. You already know the action that you need to take. You already know the inaction that you're doing. You already know the habits that are serving you and the ones that aren't. So make it a point to make sure that you go execute. Okay, let me walk through them again real quick. Make sure that you have all of them. Okay. All right. The C is clarify. Clarify what you want. If you don't know what you're running after, you're never going to get there. Clarify what you want. Okay. The H is highlight your habits. Highlight your habits. The first O is own your inaction. Okay. Stop making excuses for your lack. Okay. You lack because you're choosing to lack. You can choose to move forward in the same breath. Okay. The next O is one decision at a time. Okay. The way you get rid of overwhelm is you take one decision at a time. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, I want you to sit down, write down the word overwhelmed. There's an O, and then also write one decision at a time. The way you work through overwhelm is you take one decision at a time. Okay. The S is you start, you stop, you sustain. What do you need to start? What do you need to stop? And what do you need to increase and do even better and sustain in 2026? And the E is execute, execute, execute. Here's what I'll tell you though: execute with accountability. You've heard me say it a million times. Anywhere you and I are not held accountable, we're going to be prone to wonder. I don't want you to live in wonder. Okay. I want you to live in certainty. I want you to live in certainty. You tracking with me on this? Is that helpful? We're at the end of our time, but somebody give me one or two things you can take away with you today. Anybody? Anybody?
I do. I have the it's your destiny, you make it the way you want it, and only you can be responsible for how the outcome is.
That's right. That's right.
So
Come
you
on.
can choose nothing or you can choose it all.
That's right. You choose. That's
And I'm
right.
going to stop making excuses and stop having meetings in my inner thoughts and actually get it done.
Cindy, I love that. You guys write down what she said. I'm going to stop having meetings in my inner thoughts. That's brilliant. Yeah, some of you not going to actual meetings. You just meeting with yourself over and over and over again, right? Not doing what you need to do.
Dusty, for me, it was to own my inaction. Happy birthday, cuz.
Okay.
But to own your inaction in today's world, there's so much going on everywhere, even outside of our businesses, our jobs. It's easy to make excuses, but we have to own our inaction and move forward.
That's right. That's right. Come on, cuz. Come on. Rhett, what do you got? Take us home.
So mine hit really hard on your inactions, and it's not only that we own our inactions, is that we kind of call ourselves out on our bad actions. And me and Dusty have had a close relationship. He knows some of those. Everything that you know about Dusty has dramatically improved. So thank you again, because I know that I'm always in your prayers and best wishes. But the O on the inactions, for me, this is something that I'm purposely doing now is if someone saw your social media suggestions or follows, would people see what truly matters to you and what it is that you're wanting to improve on? So I'm making extra sure because social media is such a distraction and I get on it. And if I get on it, I want to be reminded when I get on it of what it is that I say is important to me and that I want to improve on. And then it pops up and reminds me, it's like, well, I went to waste time, but it actually reinvested in me and keeps me back on track. Thanks, Dustin.
Yeah. Hey, that's a great point, Rhett. Hey, yeah, your social media will tell you what you're looking at. Okay. I want mine telling me something good. All right. Does this help you this morning? Okay. Alyssa, what do you got? What you doing, Alyssa?
I just wanted to say happy birthday, and you are so amazing, and I am so grateful for you. So there's my happy birthday.
You made my day. Thank you so much, Alyssa. Come on. Hey, you keep killing it out there. Right there. Hey, that's a girl who's going after it. winning at every turn, single mom, doing it all. Come on. I love you, girl. Good to see you. Hey, bless you guys. Thank you for making this a perfect birthday for me. Bless you. We will see you again next Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.